The healer house was famous for its noise, the thud of Bandit wrestling with a cushion monster, the high-pitched giggles of Bingo chasing a soap bubble, the cheerful clamor of keepy-uppy practice. But on Saturday morning, the house was silent. It was a thick, unnatural silence that felt heavier than a lead tennis ball. Bluey and Bingo stood by the pool fence, their tails drooped low. Dad had gone missing. It had started last night during a new game called The Uninvited Guest. Bandit had been acting the part of the anxious father trying to protect his kids from an imaginary creature lurking outside. The game, however, felt too real. Bandit kept peering out the letterbox slot with an expression Bluey had never seen, not playful but genuinely afraid. Just before bedtime, he had whispered, "I have to go talk to him. He says he needs the big stick for the shadows." He had walked out the front door, leaving Chili reading a book, and never returned. "Wackadoo," Bingo whimpered, pointing a small paw at the freshly mown lawn. There, just beside the deck where they usually stage their elaborate shadow puppet shows, was a stain. It wasn't mud or paint or spilt juice. It was a viscous dark crimson blotch, sunk deep into the bright, innocent green. Next to it lay the broken handle of the magic wand, the gnarled stick Bandit always used to grant wishes during their backyard games. The crack in the wood was splintered and jagged, like a hungry mouth. Bluey stepped closer, her nose twitching, catching a scent that wasn't BBQ or eucalyptus. It was metallic and strangely sweet. The stain was where Dad usually stood when he was the gatekeeper in their games. Suddenly, her eyes locked onto a small foreign object nestled in the grass. It was a toy, not one of theirs, and entirely out of place. It was a tiny figurine of a chihuahua, carved out of obsidian, its eyes two dull blank discs. It felt cold and unnaturally heavy in Bluey's hand. "That's him," Bingo whispered, hiding behind Bluey's leg. "That's the uninvited guest." Bluey looked at the empty deck, then at the bright, silent house. The game hadn't ended last night. Dad hadn't won this one. He had lost the big stick to the shadows. She clutched the broken wand handle and the obsidian figurine, the sunlight feeling like a mocking lie. The quiet didn't mean the game was over. It meant the rules had just changed. And the uninvited guest was still inside the house, waiting for someone to yell, "Ready or not, here I come."